last one, Senator Manchin was critical of sort of inflation this week. Obviously, there's a question of if it'll impact his vote on the Build Back Better issue, and I'm wondering if you've received any assurances from him that it will not. But also, it plays into sort of larger critique that he's had about the Fed having at some point ramped down. He wishes that they had ramped down bond buying and quantitative easing. So I'm wondering if that is a criticism that the White House agrees with, especially as the president's sort of evaluating this position going forward.
I'm just not going to get into critiquing the Federal Reserve from here or their decisions, given they make independent decisions. I would note that, and I'll let Senator Manchin, of course, speak for himself and his support or concerns he may have. What we're focused on is getting this bill passed through the House next week, and we have every intention of working with leadership to get that done. And we will remain at a senior staff level at this point, engage closely with Senator Manchin, answer any questions he has. I will note that the vast majority of outside economists agree that this is not a bill that will add to inflationary pressure. And in fact, over the longer term, it will ease inflationary pressure. And I would note just a couple of people who at times haven't always been positive about our proposals. Former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers said about Build Back Better, I don't think that's an inflation problem. He said if he was in Congress, he would vote for it. Moody's Analytics chief economist Mark Zandi, I don't think the Build Back Better agenda will be inflationary. I think it's designed to lift long-term economic growth by improving productivity. That's public infrastructure, roads, bridges, broadband. That will make us more productive. That should ease inflation. As we know, increased economic productivity and growth eases inflationary pressure. And of course, our favorite, the 17 winners of the Nobel Prize in Economics, who wrote that because this agenda invests in long-term economic capacity and will enhance the ability of more Americans to participate, it will ease longer-term inflationary pressure. I would also note, and then I will keep cooking around here, but that one of the reasons they don't have concerns, as they've said in many of these interviews that I was just pulling out components of, is because it's fully paid for. And the reason it's fully paid for is because we're asking corporations, the wealthiest Americans, to pay more in taxes. That is something. You don't need to be kind of a sleuth here to understand why some Republicans are speaking out against this package. Is it because they're opposed to lowering child care costs? Is it because they're opposed to making sure that preschool is available for families? Is it because they're opposed to lowering health care costs? No, it's because they don't want to raise taxes on corporations. We all know that. Hope people ask them those questions. Go ahead.
Jen, can I ask you about COVID very quickly? And
Sure.
Welcome back, by the way.
Thank you.
The Colorado governor just signed an executive order